We're going to multiply. Now, obviously, with my last class, all right, I did the odds. So with you guys, we're going to go ahead and work on the evens, all right? But first and foremost, what I want to do with you guys is start you off so you can easily understand exactly what I'm doing. All right, so think back to the good old days when you were sitting in math class and someone said, what's 12 times 13? And you went crazy because you had to do extra steps. So you went 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. Then you added straight down and got 6, 5, 1. Now, honestly, the reason why I'm telling you that is because that application applies to the more complicated stuff. All right, that application is exactly what we're doing today. All right, and then you went a little wild and crazy if you said something like 123 times 12. It's the same exact principle. 2 times 3, 2 times 2, 2 times 1. 1 times 3, 1 times 2, 1 times 1. Same exact principle. Everything is lined up exactly the same. All right, if you understand the rules for variables, again, all of this is easy. All of it is simple. All right, every day if you do the homework, you will get better at it. All right, I don't want you cutting corners. All right, you have to do it. And some of you guys are heading the right direction because I've harassed you enough that now you're working harder. All right, you have to do your work if you want to get better. If you want to be average, you can just continue to cut corners. All right, please pay attention. Super, super important. All right, this 3 weeks is critical. All right. So here we go, multiplying x plus 5 times x plus 2. So all I'm asking you to do now is on your paper, just write x plus 5, and right up under it, write x plus 2, and we're multiplying these two things together. Now in the future, you'll just be able to look at that and say, well, that's obviously just x squared plus 7x plus 10. Right now, you can't see that yet. All right, I will show you how you can see it, but right now, you got to show me your steps. All right, so the step here would be, just like I just said, you're multiplying these two things together. So 5 times 2 is, but it is a positive 10. Then you're going to multiply the 2 times the x. All right, and what's that? 2x. Then you're going to multiply the x times the 5, and what's that?
X or 5x.
Positive 5x. That is correct. I'm listening to you.
I thought x times x was x to the second.
Yes, it is. That's now. What's x times x again?
X to the second.
X to the second power. No, it did not. I'll show you what I did. Okay, I'm happy for you. You ready? Watch me. All right, so I'll try to show you step by step. This was where I got this 10. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Then what I did was I did the 2 and the x. That's how I got that 2x. You with me?
Yeah.
Then finally, I'm moving over to the x. So now I did the x times the 5, and that got me the 5x. You with me? And then finally, x times x, which is x squared. All right? Now, everything is lined up beautifully. So we have x squared plus 7x plus 10. We added straight down. Again, guys, please, it is so simple. So simple. All right? You got to line things up. You got to remember your rules. All right? So now I'm going to go on to question number 3. Or actually, I'll just do number 2. So here we go. Y minus 2, let's write it down. Y minus 2 times y plus 4. Does it matter which one goes on the top or the bottom? Makes no difference. All right? So now when I multiply, what's 4 times negative 2?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. 4 times y? 4y. Now you go over and do y times negative 2. Negative 2y. Y times y? Y times y? Y squared. Those are the little mistakes you got to remember. And now you're just adding straight down. Y squared. 4 minus 2. Positive 2y and negative 8. Everybody okay with that? Any issues? All right, here we go. I told you it's easy. Let's knock out number 3. All right, what I want to do now is I'm going to put b minus 7 times b plus 3. You got 30 seconds. Let's see if you know what you're doing. All right, 30 seconds. Go. Twenty more seconds. 10 seconds. All right, now if you got it right, you're in pretty good shape. All right, all of them are this easy. All right, all of them are this easy. All right, same pattern. What's 3 times negative 7? 3 times b. B times negative 7. B times b. Adding straight down. Wow. I told you, simple, especially if you understand the rules that I've been trying to drill into your head for a week now. You have to know the rules. You have to know the rules. Quick.
What's the X in parentheses?
Let's just show you I'm multiplying.
Oh,
X. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Okay, here we go. Now, let's go ahead and start with the evens. All right? 4n plus 3 times n plus 9. One more time, and then I'm going to show you the pattern. "30 seconds. Go. "15 seconds. All right, guys. 9 times 3. 9 times 4. N times 3. Now notice I say plus 3n this time. The reason why I say plus 3n is because I have to put something in front of that. So if I leave it blank, you might be confused. All right? And then, of course, n times 4n.
4n squared.
Right? Because you're multiplying. Again, you're supposed to make all the little mistakes. That's what you're doing right now. Making the little mistakes. All right? Then correcting yourself. Tell me. N times 4n. Right? You see it now or not? All right? Now just adding straight down. So what do we got? 4n squared plus 39n plus 27. Everybody okay with that? Everybody good? All right. Now, I really want to show you how I can look at number 5 and say that is 16h squared minus 26h plus 3. You should be able to just look at that and tell me what the answer is. Now you can't because you can't see the patterns yet. In a minute, if you pay attention, you can just look at the answers and be able to practice and tell me what the answer is. All right, then people will think you're weird. All right, it has nothing to do with being weird. It has everything to do with you understand what you're doing and you understand the relationship for the multiplication. So now watch the pattern. And this is what I really want you to concentrate on. What is 8h times 2h?
16h squared.
16h squared. All right, now I always tell my kids, use smiley faces. All right, so watch what I mean. This guy right here is how much? You're multiplying. Negative 2h. Now watch. This is the other smiley face. How much is that? Negative 24h. So in your brain, all right, and if you can't, it's okay. You can write negative 2h and negative 24h. If you can hold two numbers together in your head, you can just tell me what that is. Right, and then the last point is to multiply negative 1 times negative 3, which is what? Positive 3. All right. Now we have 16h squared minus 26h plus 3. Is everybody happy with that? Now that's kind of like a little shorter version. All right, that's a shorter version. As we practice, all right, I'm trying to show you that if you forget something, you can go all the way back to what you did in elementary school or lower school and practice the multiplication that way. All right, that's always, will always work. All right, I do it this way because I understand the numbers, and that's what I want you to be able to do. Yes?
Why don't you add the 16n squared to the first?
You can only add things that are exactly alike.
Okay, so the
X's go with X's. X squareds go with X squareds. You
Okay.
can't put an X squared and an X together. All right? So now we're going to practice what I'm asking you on number 6. All right? This is just practice, so stay with me. What's 2a times 5a?
10a
Come on.
squared.
10a squared. Don't say 10a. 2a times 5a is what?
10a squared.
10a squared. Come on, you're practicing. All right? So 10a squared. Now we're going to put the smiley face in. The first smiley face goes here. It's how much? 45a. So I put a positive 45a down. Then I put the second smiley face. What's that? Negative 12a. And then we always are multiplying the two constants, or 9 times negative 6, which is negative 54. And then the two middle terms, you will always be able to combine those. So your final answer, 10 a squared, what? Plus 33a minus 54. Good job. Okay? Simple, simple, simple.
Are you on to the evens now?
All right. Now, the next one, I'm going to do, we're going to do the evens. Now, here, listen to me. There is no easy way. There's no technique. No matter how hard I try, I cannot really multiply that in my head. All right? I can multiply a 2-digit times a 2-digit and do that in my head. I can't multiply a 3-digit times a 2-digit. All right? Here is the same principle. So instead of trying to be fancy with it, just follow me. I promise you, simple, simple, simple. It's just like when you had to multiply 123 times 12. Everybody in here can do that, so everybody in here should be able to multiply this out. All right? So there's no substitute. You have to write it out. So here we go. 3a squared plus 4a minus 4, 2a minus 9. And now we're going to multiply this out. Negative 9 times negative 4. You got to tell me what kind. Positive 36. Negative 9 times 4a. Negative 36a. Negative 9 times 3. Negative 27a squared. Now we're moving over to the 2a. 2a times negative 4. Negative 8a. 2a times 4a. 2a times 4a.
8a squared.
A squared. Come on, that's why I'm asking you to repeat with me. Positive 8a squared. Don't be too good to repeat. I mean that. You're learning. All right, that way tonight when you're by yourself and you say, what's x times x, you don't say 2x. All right? Now I'm doing 2a times 3a squared. What is that? 6. A to the third. 6a cubed. Everybody happy with that? Now we're just adding straight down the page. 6a cubed. What's negative 27 plus 8? Good. Negative 36 minus 8. Yes. Come on, look up now. I don't think that's hard. It looks complicated. Simple, simple. All right, very easy. All right, that's number 8. All right. Now, number 10 is just what? Really what? Obnoxious. Because it's like multiplying 123 times 245. I don't feel like doing that. Right? So again, same exact principle. All right? If you can do this one, everything is easy. If you know the rules. All right? So let's knock this one out. And then the rest of them should be pretty easy. X squared minus 4x plus 5. 5x squared plus 3x minus 4. Come on now. Negative 4 times 5. Negative 20. Negative 4 times negative 4x.
Plus 16x.
There you go. Plus 16x. Everybody get involved. What's negative 4 times x squared?
Negative 4x squared.
Negative 4x squared. Okay. Now I'm doing the 3x. 3x times 5.
15.
Positive 15x. 3x times negative 4x.
Negative 12x squared.
Negative 12x squared. And then 3x times x squared. Come on. 3x times x squared. Yes, 3x cubed. All right. Now we're on the 5x squared. 5x squared times 5.
25x.
Positive 25x squared. 5x squared times negative 4x.
That is negative 20x squared.
X what?
Cubed.
Cubed.
Why? Oh.
And then 5x squared times x squared.
5x to the 4th.
5x to the 4th. All right, now notice how they just lined up perfectly. All right, now you add straight down. 5x to the 4th minus 17x cubed plus 9x squared plus 31x minus 20. Yeah, that's the hardest one. All right, that's the hardest one. All right, I don't think that's too bad. All right, just have to remember way back to the good old days we had to multiply 3-digit times a 3-digit. All right, super annoying. And we're not going to do it much. I just want to know that you can. All right? So now, here we go. Let's check out 12. All right, now this one we're going to practice. All right? The mental part. All right, so here we go. First thing we're doing is 3c times c. I'm going to let you write it down. Come on. Stay with me now. I don't want to do the work. I want the help. 3c squared. Now we're doing the first smiley face. How much is that?
Negative 5.
Negative 5c. And then the second smiley face.
9c.
Positive 9c. And then here, that becomes a what? Negative 15. And if you've done it correctly, the two middle terms combine. All right? So I have what? 3c squared plus 4c. Come on, simple, simple, simple. All right? Here we go. Let's have fun with 14 now. All right, here we go. First thing, 6a times 5a. 30a squared. First smiley face. Good job. Plus 25a. Second smiley face. 18a. And finally,
15.
plus 15. So now we got it. 3a squared plus 43a plus 15. Any issues? Yeah, that's what I said, 30. Thank you, guys. All right, let's continue. Here we go. 16. More practice here. All right, come on, guys. 5y times 3y.
15y squared.
15y squared. First smiley face. Negative 12y. Second one. And then finally, yep. Combine the middle terms, please. Nothing to it. All right. Here we go. Check out 18. All right, give you 30 seconds. See if you can do it. Go. Come on, organize. Space yourself out. I don't care about saving paper. Some of you are writing squished together. I can't read it. All right, space out. All right.
What are the numbers we have to do again?
I'll tell you in a second. All right, as soon as I'm done with this one. Come on, be organized. Don't be sloppy. All right, here we go. 3m times 2m.
6m squared.
6m squared. Smiley face.
10m.
Second smiley face.
9
Final.
plus 15.
Final answer.
6.
Simple, simple, simple. All right. For whatever reason, if you didn't have your paper, 1 through 6, 8 through 23, 25 through 30. 1 through 6, 8 through 23, 25 through 30.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
can we get it later?
Yeah, I'll write it down again. It's not a big deal to me. All right, let's knock out 20 now. All right, come on, come on, come on. 12 times 12.
144.
Yep. 144 t squared. Negative 5 times 12.
Negative 60t.
Negative 60t. 12 times 5.
60t.
Positive 60t. And then negative 5 times positive 5.
Negative
Wow, now on this one it's nice because what happens to the middle
20.
term?
Yes.
So your final answer.
144 squared.
Yep. 144t squared minus 25. Easy, easy, easy. All right, here we go. Let's check out number 22. All right, now they're trying to be a little sneaky here by doing multiple letters. Does that matter?
No.
Makes no difference. 8w times 5w.
40w squared.
40w squared. Now,
20xw.
now I would probably do 20 ABC W X Y Z, right? W comes before X, so it's a 20 WX. Of course, it doesn't matter.
I thought you couldn't.
You multiply numbers, right? You can't add unless they're the same. Multiplying is okay. All right, so if I do 8w times negative 6w or 6x, I get what? Negative 48wx.
Y and Z.
Now, what's 4x times negative 6x?
Negative 24.
Negative 24x squared. Okay, combine the middle terms again. Right, so we have 40w squared minus 28wx minus 24x squared. Yes, sir.
Would the negative 24x squared come before the negative 28x?
No, because usually it's in descending order with respect to w. Because
Just the way it's written.
say again.
It's just the way it's written.
Yeah, because you would write the w descending order first. This is like w to the 0.
Oh,
You with me on that?
yeah.
All right, here we go. But again, if you mixed them up, I wouldn't care. All right, so 24 was a word problem, so here we go with 26. All right, come on, guys. Write it down. There's no shortcut here. All right, no shortcut here. 9a squared plus 2a minus 7. 4a plus 7. All right, I'm going to pause the video, give you a minute. Okay, here we go. 7 times negative 7, guys. Negative 49, good. 7 times 2a. Now remember, I like you to say positive 14a. And then 7 times 9a squared. Yeah, 63a squared. You okay with that? Then, the next step, we're doing the 4a. 4a times negative 7. Negative 28a. 4a times 2a. 8a squared. And then 4a times 9a squared. 36a to the third power. That's exactly correct. Okay? Good. Come on. Super important now. Look at your work. Look at my work. If yours is different, change it. All right? Notice I'm not the neatest writer, but all my numbers and letters are lined up so I can see easily. There are no shortcuts here. All right? Some of you, I look at your paper, you wonder why you're not getting any problems right. All right? Spread out. Write in block letters. It's easy. All right? Finally, 36 a cubed plus 71 a squared minus 14a minus 49. Yep. And that's what you're doing right now. Even if you're real so close, just figure out what your mistake is. All right? Figure it out. Correct it. All right? You never learn to correct if you don't try. All right? That's what you're doing now, making mistakes. All right? Last one for me. Annoying one. Trinomial by trinomial. So I'm going to pause it. You guys see if you can do it. And honestly, if...
Don't go yet. Don't go yet.
It's okay. I'll give you another couple seconds. But listen, again, I cannot emphasize to you enough. Right? I'm serious now. All right? It looks easy. Don't shortcut yourself. Go do the problems. All right? Write them out. Spread out on your paper. All right? Here we go. Negative 1 times positive 1. Negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 6x.
Positive 6x. Positive 6x.
Yes. Negative 1 times 5x squared.
Negative 5x.
Right, now notice every single time I have a sign there. All right, next I'm starting with 5x. 5x times 1. Positive 5x. 5x times negative 6x.
Negative 30x squared.
Negative 30x squared. 5x times 5x squared.
Positive
25x cubed. X squared times 1.
Oh, x squared.
Positive x squared. X squared times negative 6x.
Negative 6x cubed.
Negative 6x cubed.
5x squared.
And then 5x to the fourth.
Positive.
Now, again, all right, notice everything is lined up.
I just got one thing. What I add?
So now we're adding 5x to the fourth plus 19x cubed minus
29x squared.
34x squared. So much for the 105%. Plus 11x minus 1. You got it right.
One number wrong.
You can thank me later if you got it right.
Good night, Mr. Stroud.
There's an imaginary one before that.
So what are you struggling with? Negative 5 minus 30?
No, the negative 30x squared.
And then there's a -5 right above it. Oh, let me. No. It's more complicated. All right.